Welcome back, everyone. We are on the second episode of Season 2. I do hope you all are going to enjoy this review, so let's get into it. We begin with Dr. Azram Griffith. He is a meat snake specialist working on a project called the Recreation Project. They grew a meat snake and have now bound it up, feeding it every day. Also, again, nice practical effects, Darian. After a few weeks, it basically stopped reacting to food, since they were feeding it too much, but its skin started to get darker, so they cut off a sample to test it. They test it in hot and cold environments, and the samples have a high tolerance for both. But when they come back to it, the meat snake split itself apart, creating two of them to get out of the restraints they were in, ending the test. Now moving over to Dr. Farron Brones doing mimic tests. He talks about the mimics they've raised, and they have opened up cocoons when they are transforming into adults, which is some good practical effect stuff. Once they become adults, they tend to starve, since they will only eat human flesh. They do manage to capture adults in the wild, regular ones and the more humanoid ones. He tells us that they used to be called butchers, but I think he references D&D to why their names switched to mimics. And that's all we really get, with some images of mimics hiding in their cells, like one in a mattress, since you can see a big lump in it, and one in a sofa, since it threw out all of the stuffing and climbed inside. The final segment is of the cleaning crew cleaning up the crawl from one of the singularity enclosures. By the sounds of it, he was cleaning on a ladder when the crawl latched onto him and started to dig into his flesh. Some of the other personnel come in to help them, but when they start forcing it off, the singularity seems to become angry, causing a lot of shit to happen, but the video cuts off, so we don't really get to see what happens next. So we also get another sneaky link in the description, with us seeing a video about the leader of the cult getting interviewed after they caught him. The title, Decrypted, says Foolish Ambitions. We find out that he had a connection to the elder meat snake in the tunnels, and that he had what was most likely a singularity in an underground room as well. With him and the other cult members taking orders from it, he soon starts to yell and rave about him following orders with the video cutting off, and showing us the audience that he has mangled his face. Alright, so timeline-wise, everything is still linear, and matches up with the dates from the last video. And interestingly, a cool thing was happening during the flipping through the channel segment was different trimmings, and there is one special boy in there. So let's go over them first.
Fuck this. Fuck. Did you see this? Look at this.
Bean is what I would expect a normal trimming to look like. Brett looks a little more worm-like, but still normal. Curd is a cute little fat boy. I think he is the peak of trimmings, to be honest. Raisin definitely lives up to its name, because man is it skinny for a trimming. Now Patty is the one that concerns me. It is fully black with a pale face, and does that remind you of anyone? So yes, for some reason it has the characteristics of an elder mimic. And this thing might be an elder trimming, so the only way I could see its owner doing something like this to it is that they are feeding them human remains. And that is a scary thought, with their owner probably being a member from the cult. I don't know what it means exactly, but I do not like it. Now, talking about the meat snake tests, it seems they were trying to recreate an elder meat snake in a more controlled environment. They were partially successful, being able to take a stronger skin sample than the average meat snake, but not getting to the level of the original one we saw. Nothing really new with the mimics, just getting some history on them and how Carcass is researching them. Now the singularities, on the other hand, had some interesting developments, with it seemingly being able to control how the crawl grows, making it attack a cleaner, and then increase its radio waves to maybe exact even more control, or try to disorient the other people, or it might have been trying to get into their heads. There is just a huge amount of things it could do, since we still don't know a lot about it. And that brings me to the secret video with the cult leader following the so-called orders of the Singularity. For some reason, the Singularity wanted to make that giant elder meat snake, and we still don't know how it disappeared, but this cult leader somehow had a hand in it. He says that they have some kind of grand plan and that we shouldn't question it, but I'm guessing this happened when they were doing their grand ritual at the end of season 1. He and probably a few of the other members cut their faces apart on the Singularities' orders. The Singularities, like their name entails, are at the center of all of this, and we should be getting more of them in the next episode. So it was a great episode, as usual. I hope you all enjoyed, and if you did, go check out my playlist for the series, as well as like the video and subscribe to stay up to date with all my stuff. With all that done, I will see you guys later. Bye guys.